right, man. Let's talk about can Scoot, Henderson, Cade, Cunningham, and Jaden, Ivey all work in the same lineup. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We got live or drop video. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Now, remember, people in the NFL like Warren Sapp was saying that the option will never work in the NFL and stuff, and now you got the NFL copying exactly what college doing with it was the Wildcat, it was the option, then the Wildcat. Now it's the spread offense, and I remember Villanova used to run a 3-guard set with Randy Foye, Allen Ray, and Kyle Lowry in Villanova. One of my favorite, few college players to watch together. So, I mean, when you think about it, that's interesting, because people say, well, Scoot gonna be the number 2 pick, and the Pistons could be there, and obviously it could be a situation where you trade down and get a little bit something, or you can take the next best guy. Obviously, when you talking about actual fit, it's probably Victor Wembanyama guy and Brandon Miller. Obviously, he going through his things we talked about the other day. I'm not gonna harp on his situation. I seen he had a game and they was taunting him at the game and calling him a murderer and all that type stuff. Like I said, you put somebody in and you put somebody they love in them shoes, or them in them shoes, or they kid in their shoes, they'd be saying, well, he didn't actually shoot him, or we should give him forgiveness. Everybody want forgiveness. Everybody want compassion. Everybody want leeway when it come to them and somebody they love. Always remember that. The most angriest person when they commit a mistake is like, oh, my bad. But when you say my bad or I made a mistake, oh, you don't deserve a second chance, and so it's crazy. But yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to him for dropping 41 in a hostile environment. But could it work? Yeah, I mean, it could. In a perfect world, it definitely could work. But, the number one thing about that is, guys today can't play without the basketball. You ask how it work in Denver, with Jokic and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. I don't even know if Michael Porter Jr. playing this year. You ask how it work, it can work. But back in the day, it's kind of like we used to have like the Twin Towers and Robinson and Tim Duncan. You had Rob Sampson and Hakeem for a minute. You had the Big Chief and Parrish and McHale for a minute. And, it's just they lack so many fundamentals today, bro, that it make it hard to try the 2 big men, or they make it hard to try two combo guard lineup, 2 3-guard lineups, because people fundamentally don't know how to play basketball. So many teachings that's failed through the cracks that these guys don't know how to play basketball no more the right way. But Cade Cunningham's size and his overall ability opens up endless possibilities. Especially as he started to get older and grow into his man body, he's going to be able to do some things. You can do so many lineups with him. It ain't really funny. But to me, he at his best when he got the ball in his hand and he created. And I think, what I seen in Scoot Henderson, he seemed to be at his best when he got the ball in his hand. He created his own shot, and he able to get shots for other people. Jaden Ivey seemed to be at his best when he able to, get downhill, get to the rack. That kind of get him going. Then the jump shot will start falling. Like I said, he really should be patterning his game after Dwayne Wade. I think he got more natural point guard skills than Dwayne Wade. You don't want to go that. You don't want to let that underdevelop. But he kind of should be patterning his game after Dwayne Wade, bro. That's somebody that he should be looking. I read that he is looking at. That's kind of what his game should be. That little 10, 15 foot range, getting to the rack, the floater, finishing at the rim. That should be him. So I think Ivey make it easy for anybody to work next to him, because his ability to slash and get downhill and finish at the rack and move without the basketball, is cool. But when you add 3 guys in a lineup that's great with a basketball, You know, who gonna be the guy to suffer without the basketball? Okay, Ivey can do it, but then you go to Scoot and Cade. You know, I just think it's a lot to ask them young guys. Go here, take the ball out your hand and let him work. You know, you taking turns. You know, Scoot just seemed watching. He seemed like one of them guys that's a rhythm guy. Once he get in the rhythm, once he got the ball in his hand, and he dancing and he doing all the stuff, and it just seemed like once he get into that rhythm, he dangerous. He one of them dudes that just need to get in the rhythm. Cade Cunningham, one thing I love about Cade, he can hit that switch when he need to. Cade can be cold as a motherfucking icebreaker. You know, he can be cold. When it's time to make buckets, when they need a bucket, when it's time to close the game out, he knew what Chauncey eventually learned when he got to Detroit at this 1,000 stops. He know when to go get a bucket and when to let the offense flow and when to get people involved. And for a kid, 19 years old, and you know, coming into the league, you know, already with that natural ability, I mean, he make it easy. You know, before it to work defensively, they gonna have to be better. You know, they gonna have to be a lot better, and it shouldn't be no reason why they shouldn't be. But even with Scoot Henderson, you know, it shouldn't be no reason why they shouldn't be, and I think they'll win because if they was to win with a court, they'll win because they athletic and they're young, and you know, Scoot don't mind sharing the ball, Ivey don't mind sharing the ball, Cade don't mind sharing the ball. But it's gonna take the right coach to really let that go. And when you look at Steph and Clay, you be like, why is that able to work? Clay don't need to take a dribble to be effective on offense or on both sides of the ball. He don't need to take a dribble. Let's be real. He don't have to take a damn dribble. Defensively, he bring a lot to the table, and he can shoot the ball. So he ain't got it, you know, he ain't, you know. So, but I think it'll be too much, man. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you sit there and you pass up on Scoot, you know what I'm saying? You pass up on him, and he turned out to be the next Michael Jordan. Yeah, you're going to be kicking yourself, but people going to remember, well, yeah, they had Cade and Ivey. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's what people kind of, that was in the moment, going to say. But if he the highest graded player, and what I seen from Troy Weaver going to just stack the talent and let the chips fall where they may. And you can't get mad at that. You can't get mad at that, but you also can stack too much talent where you can hinder somebody's talent or you can overshadow somebody's natural talent. So, you know, that's something also that you got to think about when you do that. But could it work? Yeah. But, you know, would I try? I wouldn't try it. Somebody would have to leave, or I had to pass up on Scoot. You know, and that's the honest truth. But Cade Cunningham opened up those possibilities. Cade opened up those possibilities with his size and his game, where he can go to the three and be A1. You know, you can go to the 3-point line, the small forward, and be A1. But nah, you know, you got enough for him and Ivey when they play together. When Cade 100%, you know, they got enough with him and Ivey figuring out how to play with each other. So that's enough for next year. So, and they just, you know, obviously they mentally building right now. They mentally building. And next year it'll just be the physical part. So, but like I said, I wouldn't do it. You know, did the Brandon Miller thing kind of scare me away? I mean, it all depends on what they saying. You know, they talking about a text message and this, that, and the third. But what his teammates saying? Now they trying to cut a deal and they ready to cut a deal and they gonna sing and to get the less time than all. But it's a lot of time between now and then. But from a standpoint, it's exactly what Detroit need. He exactly what the Pistons need. But like I said, it's somebody, you know, with that story, man, that we don't even know about, bro. It's somebody with that story that you don't even know about. That's in the league right now. You heard Charleston White talk about he took the rap for one of his boys who was in college, and he took the rap for him. And mama said, "Why you do that?" And you know. So some people is guilt. You know, you tell me, oh, let's go run to the store, and you do some dumb stuff, and I'm with you, and I get caught up in the middle of it. That's why the company you keep is, that's what they say, man. Don't surround yourself, with idiots. Surround yourself with people that's on the same level or who got more than you, who got something to offer. Y'all all just offering something different. What's the point of me taking time not with people that's doing no good? That's what's gonna come to me. No good. You don't know who enemies they can have, or what beef they can have, and you just there. So that's why you surround yourself with people, like-minded, who got more than you. Those are the type of people that's gonna be able to give you the opportunity and the keys to doors to unlock doors so you can help you and yours. So I don't think it can happen. I don't think it will happen. If it does happen with Scoot Henderson, somebody gonna be on the way out. Not named Killian Hayes, which Troy Weaver probably gonna sign him to a Supermax contract. Watch. But you got a Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.